Aloha, and thanks for tuning into yoga today. We'll get started in just a couple minutes. So perhaps have something close by to wet your whistle with. Perhaps take a water break halfway through our time together today. And make sure you're dressed comfortably. Loose enough clothing to stretch in, to move freely. Find your space. We'll begin standing today. Now I'd like you to begin with your ankles and knees soft. Not a bend so much as just a soft and suppleness in the ankle and knee. You might bend and extend a few times to feel the knees soft. Elbows, tuck them in. Palms forward. Try to spread your toes a bit more. And check that your feet are approximately 2 fist distance apart. A brief look down won't hurt. Adjust if need be. And again, elbows in towards the ribs. Palms facing forward. Notice your breath. Notice your body. Your 2 arms. Your 2 legs. Work less in the legs. Work less in the arms. This mountain pose. Standing upright. Weathering all the storms. Posture tall. Breath alive. Notice your mood. The thoughts on your mind. Good. Moving on. Feet still, about a 2 fist distance apart. Inhale your arms up, so your hands may touch overhead. Exhale, arms down. Inhale your arms up. And exhale your arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Now place your hands towards each other and close your eyes. If it feels like you're going to stumble, of course, open your eyes. Closing the eyes challenges our balance. We rely heavily on our sense of sight to maintain balance. Notice your breath, your mind, your mood, your body balancing here, perhaps swaying. If they're not already, allow your eyes to softly open. And rest your arms by your side. Bring your legs now to touch. More or less. Good. Let's practice balance straight off today. It's hard to balance when your legs are not yet warmed up. Hopefully our standing here and our breathing here has got your legs a little more aware than they were a few moments ago. Balance, if you would, with me in the tree pose. To get there, we turn our toes out to the side. Kindly turn your right toes out to the side. And then lift your right heel. Slide your heel against your left ankle. This is already tricky. You can stay right here. I recommend you imagine railings. Helps you hold balance. If you're familiar with the tree pose, you're welcome to take your hands to your heart. But again, hands out to imaginary railings, a little easier. As you're ready, grow taller. Notice head is on top of left foot. And if you dare, lift your right toes. If you dare, commit a bit more. And you can always do this behind a chair with your hands resting on the back of a chair. Let's find right foot down. Hands to prayer if they're not already. Feel your weight on both feet, your head. Balance between your 2 feet. Now bring your head on top of your right foot. Turn your left toes out to the side like so. And lift the left heel. Heel slides into ankle. Arms go to imaginary railings, unless you want to challenge yourself, hands to heart. When you're ready, grow taller. Lift those left toes. And if you wish, you might commit your whole foot to the inside of your lower leg. Ideally, left knee is pointing due left. Tends to point forward as we learn the exercise. And in time, it will point straight to the side. Left foot down, both feet down, hands to heart, if not already. Close your eyes for just a moment. Can you spread your toes a little more? Catch your balance atop the feet and legs. If not already, open the eyes. Rest your arms by your sides. A moon salutation. Again, we're going to take the hands overhead, the arms circle up with an inhale. As you exhale, take your hands to your knees, and that might be it for you today. Let's take a breath in here. If you're daring, you might exhale a little bit lower, elbows to knees. Relax your neck. If this is common practice for you, you're welcome to let the elbows slip off the knees and allow the arms to dangle off the shoulders. But let's all take hands to knees to come halfway up. Inhale your arms, press your torso up, and look forward. Hello. As you exhale, either elbows to knees or dangle. And of course, you don't have to go any lower than that flat back. Inhale, everyone, back to flat back, hands to knees. Inhale, rise. So for all the cueing I do to go lower or lower, You can always stay right here. This is a forward fold, believe it or not. It's not the deepest one you could do, but it counts. From here, again, breathe in and exhale. Now rise. Inhale, circle your arms overhead. Exhale, rest the arms by your side. Wonderful. Let's do that 2 more times. The moon salutation. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands to knees, and pause here with me. Inhale. Again, you're welcome to stay right here. If you'd like to go deeper, elbows to knees or elbows off the knees to more dangling arms. Release your neck wherever you are. Inhale, hands to knees. Everyone, flat back. Exhale, fold again. Just to rise to flat back. Inhale. Stay here for the exhale, longer through your waist and spine. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, arms down by your side. Last time, moon salutations. Inhale, arms circle high. Exhale and swan dive, hands to knees. Hold the flat back and breathe in with me, please. As you exhale, lower if you dare, otherwise just relax the neck. Hands to knees if they're not already. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, elbows to knees or dangling arms. Relax the back of your neck, wherever you are. If they're not already, hands to knees and flat back, look forward. Exhale, stay here a moment. And we finish by rising. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, arms by your side. Good. Open your feet now a shoulder distance apart. A little wider than 2 fist distance. And hands to your hips, please. Elbows more or less point out to the side. I have my thumbs wrapped around the back, the rest of the 4 fingers are forward. Give weight to your left hand. Gaze up. Face forward. Good. Now level the shoulders. Give a little push against the left hand to come up. Notice the shoulders are level. Inhale. As you exhale, give weight to the right hand. Notice how the shoulders tilt. When you're ready, turn your face up. That doesn't have to be today. Face forward, if not already. Inhale, rise. Shoulders nice and level. Very good. One more time, side stretch. Give weight to your left hand. This time, face forward as it is. Drop your left ear a little lower. And now I dare you, reach your right arm alongside your ear. Notice how that changes things. Breathe in. As you exhale, arm down and rise. Inhale. As you exhale, other side stretch. Nice, as we did. Let the head go a little lower. And as we did on the other side, left arm alongside ear. Breathe in big. As you exhale, rise. The left arm comes back, down, and the shoulders nice and level. Open your legs even wider. Even wider. Good. Now just a little bit of external rotation to the legs. I recommend you keep the toes where they are and turn the heel in. The other way would be to keep the heel where it is and turn the toes out. I like to keep the toes where they are, turn the heel in. That way it's a little more narrow. Bend the knees a little bit. Good. Now if you feel you can, inchworm the feet a little further out, but be nice to your knees. Knees want to bend right on top of the ankles. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, sink down. Keep posture plumb. Inhale, straighten the legs. And exhale, we'll hold the knees bent. Continue to breathe down here with me. Posture nice and plumb. Tummy a little extra engaged. Now your arms want to mirror the shape down in your legs. Bring your arms up like so. We call this cactus arms, like a saguaro cactus. Pull your palms back. Yeah. And perhaps you can bend your knees a little bit more. Again, you don't want to bend the knees past the ankles though. Good. Try to mirror the shape in your legs with your arms, more or less. As above, so below. Now extend the arms and legs and then rebend them right back to this position. Inhale a star pose. Everything's reaching away from your spine. Exhale a goddess pose. Elbows and knees bend, the hands flex back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Would you mind doing a couple more? Inhale up. You can always move less. Exhale down just a little bit. Works. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale down. And inhale up. Rest your arms by your side. Good. Feet together. Turn your toes in. Then turn your heels in. Then turn your toes in. And then bring the heels in. So walking the feet back together. Very good. Let's try balance again. Bend your knees just a little bit. Straighten them and roll your shoulders back. Notice your head is more or less balanced between your 2 feet. Feet more or less together. Shift your head on top of the left foot and see if you can just pick your right foot straight up, just an inch or 2. Less is more. You can always rest the toes down. Let's rest that whole right foot down. And other side. Head on top of right foot. Ideally, you already feel your left foot's a little lighter. Can you lift the sole of your foot up so that it barely grazes the floor? Maybe it clears the floor. But that foot doesn't lift more than an inch. Let's come down before we fall over. I almost lost it there. Now, more bend at the knees. Bend your knees so much that something stops you from bending more. Bend your knees, and that something isn't going to be pain, I hope. Straighten the legs. Now notice, either the front of the ankles, the knees, or the Achilles say enough at some point. We have to keep the heels down. That's one of the rules here. Don't let your heels lift. Just notice how low you can go before your legs say stop. Rise. Good. Now, just about halfway down. Inhale your arms up. Keep the knees a little bent. Exhale your hands back towards you and push your hands down. Inhale, arms float up to shoulder height, all while the knees are bent. Exhale, you should be feeling a little bit of toning in the thighs. Keep your tummy engaged. Inhale, arms up like a zombie arms. Exhale, the arms pull back, the hands pull back, and then exhale, press down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Straighten your legs. Good. Roll your shoulders around a few times for me. Roll your elbows around a few times for me. The forearms circle the other way. And then roll your wrists. The forearms stop. And just the hands circle in the wrist joint. Good. Circling the other way. Good. Very good. Open your stance wide again. Wide as the shoulders. Even wider than that. Good. Let's turn just the right toes out to the side. Bend your right knee so that it comes on top of the ankle. Try to square your shoulders and your hips a little more towards me and your screen. Good. Press down through the outside edges of both feet. And lift the arms up to a shoulder height. This is Warrior Two. Gaze over your right hand. Face forward towards me. Can you walk your left foot further back? Can you bring your right knee on top of your ankle? Good. Left foot, walk it back in. Straighten the right knee, rest your arms. And parallel the feet. Good. Ideally comfortable enough to do the other side. If you need to step the legs together and then open again, by all means do. Moving on. Left toes left. Bend the left knee. Dig in with the outside edges of both feet and check that your hips and shoulders are squared forward. Nice. Arms in line with the shoulders. Gaze over left hand. Posture very much upright. Seat directly under shoulders. Face forward. Dare you, walk your right foot a little further back. And maybe bend the left knee more. Good. Walk your right foot back in. Straighten the left leg. Rest your arms down and parallel your feet. Walk your feet now together. Bend your knees a couple times. Wonderful. To tone the legs a little bit more, notice feet more or less together. Take your fingertips, just the fingertips, to your knees. Your hips bend back as the fingertips find the knees. This is chair pose. Arms reach up on a diagonal away from the seat. Side view looks like this. The seat lower if you can muster it. It's like you're sitting down into an imaginary chair. Work it. Hold it. A little longer. A little lower. Longer waist, longer arms. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, rest. Arms down. Straighten the legs. Roll your shoulders back. A few times. Now notice, how do your legs feel after toning them in chair pose? A little bit of flush through the legs. A little pump. Blood flowing. Open your legs again. Wider than the shoulders, and wider still if you can muster it. We'll pass through Warrior Two again. Lean back into Reverse Warrior. Straighten our leg for Reverse Triangle, and then find the triangle pose proper. So There's a lot to do. Follow along now. Right toes more or less point straight ahead. Left toes turn to the left. Bend your left knee, arms up to that warrior two position. Good. Now, tilt the shoulders. Little side stretch for the left side. I like you to rest your right arm down. It doesn't take weight, it's just limb. Left arm, I like you to take that overhead. Gaze under arm if you can muster it. Now, as promised, straighten the left leg, still leaning back like this. This is reverse triangle. Bring your left arm down, shoulders level. Good. Now, triangle proper, named for the shape in your legs. Shift your hips that way, towards the right, as your shoulders come down this way, over the left leg. Buttress your torso with your left arm, above the knee, or if you can manage it, below the knee. Never rest your hand heavy against your kneecap. Can you wedge your pelvis more that way? And maybe take the spine longer and lower. Wow. Dare you? Right arm up. Final dare. Gaze up. Face forward. Hand above knee if it's not already. Left hand above the knee, right hand to hip. Bend left knee, torso comes up. This is your warrior stance. Straighten left leg. Parallel the feet. If you need to walk the feet in and then out, by all means do so now. Otherwise, come along to the other side. Check. Feet wide. Left toes forward. Right toes to the right. Bend the right knee. Wider stance if you wish. Sink the hips. Dig in with the outside edges of your feet. And lift the arms. Warrior two. Reverse warrior tilts the shoulders back. Let the left arm go limp and the right arm overhead. Gaze under arm if you feel stable in your balance. You're also welcome to keep your eyes on me. As you're ready, straighten right leg, like so. Still leaning back, this is reverse triangle. The weight of your right arm is going to help you to rise up. Shift your hips and pelvis that way, back over the left foot. Your torso comes over your right leg. Right hand buttresses, either above the knee or below the knee. Super long spine. If you can muster a longer waist, please do. And then try to sink that spine a little lower. Always be kind to your body. Don't force yourself to go low. You'll get there comfortably eventually. Left arm high. Gaze up if you dare. Face forward. Bend your right knee. Hand to knee. Other hand to hip. Rise. Straighten right knee. Parallel the feet. Yes, and walk your feet together. And walk your feet out. And walk your feet together. And one more time, walk your feet out. With your feet wide, interlace your fingers. Take your interlaced fingers, palms down. Gently straighten through the arms. Be kind. Be kind to your fingers. Spread your toes. Interlace your fingers around back. Take your interlaced fingers a little more down and notice your palms can touch. Kindly bring the heels of your hands together. Shoulders a little further back. Nice and open through the chest. Can you get your knuckles a little lower? It's a little back bend. Dare you chin a little higher. Release your hands. Level the ribs and jaw. Good. We're going to take a wide leg forward fold now. Just like we did when the feet were towards each other. We bend the knees a little bit, easier on the body. Use your arm strength to keep your torso up. This is about halfway down. If you're comfortable, you can come onto the elbows. No rush. If it's not comfortable, stay up here. Relax your neck. Of course, if you're on the elbows, you're going to relax your neck. And you could also dangle the arms. If you're doing that, also relax your neck. Keep the outside edges of your feet engaged, your arches lifting, and your toes spreading. And again, it doesn't matter. Elbows on knees, hands on knees, or arms dangling. Take your hands towards your right leg and continue to release and relax. Taking the wide leg forward fold off to one side or the other. Take your hands to the other leg. Could be elbows to the other leg. Yeah, so many different ways to move through this. Everyone, hands to knees, flat back. Walk your feet in from here. Good. And to come up, we bring the seat down and forward as the shoulders come up. Wonderful. Roll the shoulders back a couple extra times. Yeah, and now roll your hips around. Little ami, hip circles. Hula hips. Other way. Just a few. Good. 2 more challenges. Challenging your balance. Standing. Still. The whole length of our class has been standing. Well. Hands to knees, feet more or less together. Keep the seat down and back for chair pose. Arms up. Good. Keep the spine where it is. Bring your hands to your thighs or knees. Lean forward a little more. I dare you lift both heels of your feet. I told you it was a challenge. Heels down. Heels up. Heels down. Rise to stand. Roll the shoulders back. Wonderful. A couple extra times. All right. Good. Now, no leaning forward. Keep your posture plumb, perfectly upright. Do bend your knees. It's like this exercise from earlier. Keep your posture plumb as both knees are bent. And then take your right knee over your left knee. Looks like this. Keep your right toes on the ground if you need them. Tendencies for the seat to go back and the shoulders to come forward. No, you are to be plumb, remember. Arms to imaginary railings helps with balance. Lighten the right toes one day. Doesn't have to be today. If you wish to challenge yourself further, hands to prayer. Release. Feet down. Knees still a little bit bent. You can always straighten them and then come into it when you're ready. Left leg on top of right leg. When you do this, tendencies for the seat to go back and the spine to come forward. Make sure your torso's upright, posture plumb. Hold on to the imaginary railings. Lighten your toes off the ground if you see fit. You can always keep the toes down. Good place for an ankle circle, huh? Extra challenge if you'd like it. Release. Straighten the legs. Good. Now, just like we started, open your feet about a 2-fist distance apart. Turn your palms forward. Draw your elbows in. Draw attention to your feet. Try to spread your toes a little broader. How about a longer foot? Can you manage that? Close your eyes. Open them if you need to. Close your eyes if you dare. Engage the tummy. Relax your legs. Relax your glutes. And this is real yoga. Standing here. Aware of balance. Aware of breath. Noticing sounds, physical sensations. And taking it all in. Experience. Standing on your 2 legs. Spine. Floating taller. If they're not already, open your eyes and take your time. Mind you, you could spend the duration or the rest of our time together standing right here. 5 minutes standing here wouldn't be too long. If you're comfortable doing so, take this position lying down on your mat. For some of you, thank you again for your feedback. Oh, thank you so much for taking the time to provide your feedback. Oh, and thank you so much for those wonderful thank you cards. Again, it makes my heart smile. Thank you. Make your way down to the ground for our resting position if you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable coming down to the ground, grab a chair that you might have close by or make your way to a chair. A lot of the stuff we do lying down on back, we can do from a chair. Again, if you're able to, lie down. Looks like this. If not able to, or perhaps not able to today, find a chair or remain standing. If you find the chair, really do give your body weight to the chair. If you're on the floor, really do give your body weight to the floor. Notice your breathing. And close your eyes. Feel your connection to gravity, the sensations in your body, how you breathe. Whether you be on the ground or not, I invite you to stay here for another 4 or 5 minutes. I'm going to tune out now. We'll have another class starting soon, I imagine. Channel 901. Please, stay resting, even as I tune out. Of course, if you've got someplace to be, it's time. Thank you so much. Remember, as you come up, you want to take your time making your way back to standing. Be it in a chair or not, you want to take your time. Thank you very much. And again, please stay. Resting and observing body, a little meditation on the breath and the sensations inside you. We ho, ho ho.